Do you really have to cut off your friends who no longer help you grow as a person? I've pondered this question for quite some time. I actually went through a similar phase like this. In in paper, it does sound nice, like, oh yeah, cut off people from your life who no longer help you grow to become a better person, or who has no longer like who serves no purpose anymore, who just brings you down. But looking back at it now, I used to have that fucking cool masculine mindset, this growth mindset, self-improvement mindset, the lonely chapter of your life. It does sound cool and all that, but looking back at it now, my friends are really great. I love my friends. They might not be the best set of friends that you'll ever have. Like, they're honestly dumb people, but I have the most fun when I'm with them. I feel the most comfortable and I feel heard, and I feel like they're my brothers, like they've been there since forever, since since I was a fucking musty boy, like I was a fucking loser. I was nobody. So why do I even have to cut them off just because they don't help me grow anymore? They said that it's like a sunk cost fallacy. You perceive the returns. I'm probably butchering it, but like, when you try to read a book, and bro, I know you know sunk cost fallacy. Just search it the fuck up. But it's like perceiving uh, something from their previous returns based compared to their current value or future returns. So it's like you're basing it off the previous returns, like, oh, how they've helped me in the past, how this book taught me a lot, how my friends used to be there. But now that um, nothing, they're not serving you any purpose, no growth or anything like that, it's better off to just leave them, because you're just, like staying in for the game with no returns at all. You're not winning at all. But I think it's a very kind of a Machiavellian type. If they're really your friends, you don't have to love them for who like how they bring value to your life. Let's say exponentially or materialistically, or let's say improvement wise, something like that. But what I think is that, like, they're your friends because you love them. I know that friendships are transactional. Friendships, you have to invest in relationships such as friendships. But boy, I can't say that I'll just cut you off my life because you don't have no value to me anymore. Sure, maybe we won't have to get in touch from time to time. We won't need to get in touch, but or hang out that often. But I don't need to cut them off my life. I love my brothers very much, and I can't bear to have this manosphere type of growth type to say cut them off. Maybe you can cut off other people, but actual friends that say that they don't, when they don't bring value to you anymore. Sure, you don't have to hang out with them if they try to ask you out for a drink or do silly stuff which you've outgrown. But to say to cut them out of your life is like cutting ties with them, no longer recognizing them as your friend, something in the past which is just doesn't sit right with me. I might be misunderstanding the code. Some of you probably might have other like rebuttals or Oh, you're probably misunderstanding it. It's not how you say it, but still, like how it sits with me, how that sounds. The phrase itself is trying to sound cool in itself, like very logical, rational, like birds of the same feather flock together. Like show me your friends, and I can tell you who you are. You know, show me your five closest friends, or show me the person or the group of people that you hang out with the most, and I'll tell you who you are. That I can relate. That I can agree with. The people who you hang out with the most, because the people who you hang out with the most doesn't uh, directly mean that they're your friends. Maybe just that in this period of your life you hang out with them the most. You know, oh, like let's say you do fucking drugs, man, and you hang out with drug dealers and fucking addicts and stuff like that. They're not your friends. They're just your fucking dealers and someone you spend time with because you buy drugs from them, you know. But it doesn't have to directly translate or correlate to being to friends. They're probably people who you hang out with the most. I don't know why I wanted to rant about this. I just heard this YouTube video, this guy talking about you need to cut off your friends. You need to cut off your friends who no longer bring value to your life, just brings you down because they feel envious. Fuck, that's true. I mean, I do agree with it. When your friends see that you're doing better, it kind of hints or signal that you're progressing in a pace in which they cannot catch up. So they make slight comments or in which they're not aware of. Their body acts faster than their mind, and they're it's like crab mentality, but probably meant no harm. You know, it probably just human psychology and all that stuff. But my point is that I'm trying to make is that you don't need to cut off your friends. It's a good thing that you're aware of that, to be cautious and uh, more conscientious of how you spend your time and who you spend your time with. But you don't need to cut off your friends, especially the ones you actually call friends. Because for me, I I don't have a lot of friends that I can say friends, you know, like close friends. Sure, I know that guy. I used to know that. I used to play with him, but I wouldn't necessarily call him like my friend, you know. Yeah. So it's still my seventh day of no lust, and probably my 38th day of not smoking any cigarettes. Very tempted to smoke one earlier. Right now, bro, to be honest, I'm not making much sense. I just did this on a whim. I could have refined my position, my statement, or my stand a little bit better because I'm, I'm just trying to improve my speaking skills, to be honest. Trying to talk my ass off, to articulate my thoughts better, and I guess there's no better way than just trying to do it in front of a camera, being live, because I've always been a fan of improvisation, not just in talking, but in music and guitar and everything. The ability, the skill to just walk up on stage or just be anywhere and know how to your thoughts, freaking, I don't know, cook something is what you'd say, like freaking be able to create something out of thin air with just your mind, creativity, your will. It's just fucking amazing to me, to be honest. I've always been a fan of guys who can improvise or who can speak well on various fucking plethora of topics. Which and this doesn't have to be in their expertise, but just to be able to be articulate. That's the best, coolest things. You know, yeah, also like just like martial arts too, sports. You know, Like people who can just improvise, like bro, people who do MMA, in which they try to fit their style the best, use the best style to be able to take advantage of an opponent or just be anywhere and just know that you can kick someone's ass, whether a boxer, Muay Thai, fucking Jiu-Jitsu. No, it's not like they just know certain positions, but bro, the ability to improvise to actually create something is actually quite cool. Probably should make a video about that or talk about that. Fuck, I really don't know if I should just write. I'm freaking lazy. No, I don't feel like writing myself because writing takes a lot of energy, time, and I'm fucking pussy and I'm scared of. Yeah, tomorrow. See you tomorrow.